He's begging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty. Got him swinging. We're midway. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. And that's the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now here is Aaron Judge. Hit in the air, center field. Jones in position. And out number 1 on the grab.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Kyle Manzardo stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. 1 out, bases empty. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 down, bases empty. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the righty deals. Out to short. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throws to first in time. To second, tag, safe. So they get one at first, but can't complete the double play. Michael Massey stepping in now for the Yankees. On the corner for a strike. Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Line drive. Carter makes the grab, and that's the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the right fielder, Scotty Gelman. Strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Drew Jones getting ready to hit. There's a strike. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
So the batting order turns over. Yuri Ruiz stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. 0-1.
Yeah, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. Start of the 4th. And the batter now, number 19. There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Caught him looking for the K.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Jeffers in the box now. No balls and a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
The Yankees trailing by a run. Top half of inning number 4. And that one's a little bit low. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 2nd game of the series. And Judge spoils that one. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. Just missing there, and it's 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Fought off foul.
You know, these Yankees, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first, and a quick out number 1. This is Willie Castro.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
1 down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Bounce to the left side. Tosses across to first, and that quickly 2 away. Michael Massey stepping in now for the Yankees, and that drops in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start. Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
The pitch. Stays alive. The pitch. And it finds its way through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that should be extra bases. Massey around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. And stepping in for the Yankees, Drew Jones. Pitch misses. Ball one. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Just missed.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning. Now, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Ruiz swings through it for strike one. Massey on third. Hellman over at second. Jones at first. 2 out of the inning. Goes down. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now, number 19. Random back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Kawhi to kick the pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away. Now it's going to be Ryan Jeffers. Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that's downstairs and outside. Into center. Jones on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. First pitch misses.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, right field. Green going after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the...
Here we go.
Ground ball up the middle. Castro sends it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Back in Arlington, top of inning number 7. And stepping in for the Yankees, Kyle Manzardo. Popped up. Geloff drifts towards it. And there's 1 down.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Foul ball there. The Yankees looking to rally. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Now up is the Yankees DH, Michael Massey. And that one fouled off. And the pitch. On the ground to short. Seager fires over to first. And it's a 1. Back at Globe Life Field. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Scotty Hellman. He was late there. Strike 1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So up next, Drew Jones.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Bounced up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. On target. He got him. Nice play.
Knew he had to hurry after that nice forehand grab, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand and released that throw any better than he did right there.
It gets down, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now they've got some speed on first, so
couldn't catch up to the heater. One left. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Scott Efros.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Random, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Kicks and deals. This one popped up middle of the infield. Castro settles under this one, and there's one down. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers, and this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. There's a strike. Ripped on a line to center. Jones makes the grab, one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And the right-hander deals. Judge rips that one. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Around first, digging for two. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard. enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Manzardo, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that one missing low. And that one finds its way through into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but
a 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
For the victorious Rangers,
Joe Brandon digs in now. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to it.
And that one hammered way back there. And that is a foul ball. The Yanks up by a run here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
The 0-2. And that just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Popped up left side. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
batting fifth, the second baseman.
Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Joe Brandon. The right-hander back to work.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
1-1.
And here it comes. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Jones hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Random measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Popped up. That is the inning. Up next for the Rangers, Joe Brandon.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And now the lefty tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking. And now 2 gone.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely frozen.
The final right field for our ball game.
them naked. Fresh draws, them dead stock J's for the casket. Pressing up on these that owe me, and I got to have it.
Joe Brandon stepping in for the Rangers. Big time power. He's third in the AL in home runs. Sneaks through, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman. Geloff. Gonzalez deals. Swing and a miss, and that is that. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Just off the inside edge.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Boots it. But in time, nice job to stay with it. And there's a swing and a drive. Trout ranges back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Man at first. And now the first baseman, Joe Brandon. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And now it's even up.
1-1.
And a pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. Goes to second for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Up next for the Rangers, Zach Geloff. Quijada picks over. Random back in on a dive.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. And that's the second disengagement now.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on the go. And he hits a ground ball right side. That's a hit. Throw comes in quickly. And the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away. So next to hit for Texas, Spencer Jones. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Grounded to third. Could be two. The throw to second. Got him. The double play cuts down. Joe Random stepping in for the Rangers. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at
swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one is inside.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 away now. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Joe Random. The right-hander back to work. Inside, just missed.
Well, these Rangers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting.
That to right. And that is a foul ball. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Random.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And there's a foul ball. Williams. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
0-2.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
No matter how this outing ends.
1 down, And next for the Angels, Gavin Sheets. Two on, one out. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one. And it's a double play to end the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end.
So digging in, Joe Brandon. The wind and the pitch. Out front and foul to the left side.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's to third, Whitaker.
Come on, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. And that one's gone.
When you're working with this kind of velocity.
And that one fouled off.
All right, come on down one time. Let it fly.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Still only one out here in the inning. Swings and misses. And that's strikeout number 100 on the Joe Brandon stepping in for the Rangers. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
On the ground out to short.
Hard 90, hard 90, hard 90.
Throws to first in time. That is the inning. Brandon with a solid contribution even despite the loss. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
Well, Boogie definitely made a difference for him in this one. Even in defeat, he can hold his head high.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one ripped but foul. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push it.
Got him. And that is a big first out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Pulls it in on the run. Runner tags at second, goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. So 2 aboard and 2 outs, scoreless game. Owen Miller will hit next. Ripped to short. They take the force out, and that's the inning. Back in Arlington, bottom of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Joe Brandon. Silson back to work. And that one fouled off.
He's enjoying a fun rookie season, isn't he? He's playing a lot of games for a first-place team. You can't ask for much more than that early in your career.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 down. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Here comes a pitch. And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Hard hit to third. Off balance feed, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play. Next is the designated hitter, Joe Brandon.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Swings through that one. Williams. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. Green, the lead runner out at second. Seager on at first with 2 down. Got him swinging. A couple of runs in the inning puts on to the bottom of the 10th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Joe Brandon. Quijada back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. Seager headed for the plate. The throw in. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Rangers walk it off in extra innings. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch. Runner at first with 2 away. Now here's the Rangers DH, Joe Brandon. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Right-hander kick steals. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Seager, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one hammered center field. That's back. And brings it in at the wall. Bottom of the first. Here's Ketel Marte. And a pitch. That one fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Righty to the plate. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Edgar Cortez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
In the air out to center. Jones makes the catch. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Corbin Carroll now at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Foul ball there.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And here it comes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air out towards right center. Should have this one. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Langoliers, multi-time All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
So digging in, Brian De La Cruz. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Second inning here, no score. Just missed. Up and in, and that's ball 3.
3-0.
And there's the strike. And it's fouled away. 2 outs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Righty delivers. He goes down looking. Nothing. Back here at Chase Field as we go to the last of the third. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Strike of the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hayes on at first, nobody out.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row.
Low. Steps on the bag for 1. Goes to second. Safe there.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-0. And that one fouled off. Inside corner, that's a strike. It's 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swung on, belted, way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole, home run.
Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
Struck him out looking on the backdoor slider.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call, and tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone, it looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Hard hit down the line and left. And there's 2 away. And we're back. This is Corbin Carroll. And the pitch. That's in there. 1-1.
You know, these D-backs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
This one chopped up the middle. Seager on the run, sends it over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers. On its way to the corner, and a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. One gone, runner at first. Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike. Langoliers leads off first with 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A good fastball changeup combo has always been devastating for hitters, and that was a great example on that at bat. Changeup, fastball, changeup, and he goes down on just 3 pitches. And as a hitter, once you're down 0-2 in that spot, you have no idea what to sit on. You got a 50-50 chance.
They get the force, and that will end. Back here in the desert, here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Now a screamer into the outfield, and no one can get there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jordan Lawler. He's 0 for 1. Lawler, 26 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. The pitch stays alive. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And the slider just misses.
1-2.
Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
That one ripped, but foul. Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ripped to third. They take the force. Out. What a play. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Edgar Cortez. And the right-hander back to work. That's off the mark. Ball one. And foul ball. The 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. And the pitch. Base hit, left center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Diaz makes the grab, and there's one down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Fought off foul. Right through there for a strike.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Diaz over to second for one. And that's two. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And it's 1-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw to first is in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but
taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Ty Adcock.
Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short 2-game series, but they came out, they got the first game, and that's all you want to do. You know you're guaranteed a split at this point, but now you got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. Perhaps you get a 2-game sweep.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. That one hops against the fence. One runs in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know.
Popped up left side. Base hit. One run in already.
Well done. Drives in the run. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
So 2 down, and now it's going to be Spencer Jones. The pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. This one lifted in the air, left field. 2 down. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Up next for the Rangers, Zach Geloff. Here's a 2-1. High fly ball, right field. Carroll moving under it. Balls it in to end the inning. Rangers lead. Random, 23 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swing and a ball popped up. Lawler makes the play, and that is that. We go to the 8th. Now it's the DH, Joe Random. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Mize
0-2.
still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Nope, that's outside.
Next
Ball.
pitch is outside. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A solo shot. Back in Seattle, here's some real power at the plate. Joe Random. The wind and the pitch. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A gigantic blast. Home run number 40 on the year. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Green at first, 1 gone. That's down and in.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
The 2-1. Line drive, base hit.
Find the ball, find the ball.
Oh, the throw is wild.
That way to square up on that ball. Great job.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Bradley picks to first. Random dives back in safely.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read. And can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The Rangers trying to break this one open as we play game one of this 4-game series. And that one hit to first. Throws to Henderson. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try. Ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the first baseman, Joe Brandon. That misses the zone. And that's ball 1.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finish building T-Mobile Park back in 1999. They actually opened it up in the middle of the season.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. This to third, slides, but he can't come up with it. Around first, digging for two. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double.
Runner on at first with one gone. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joe Random. That one at 95 missed up top, and that's ball one. Fouled off left side. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Hey, let it fly right here.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A massive home run. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 12-0.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And now, Joe Random. That's to third. Slides, but it gets by him. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Run scores easily, and the Rangers strike first. It's 1-0.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
This one in the air. Locklear settles under it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Madrigal on to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do put. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And here is Joe Random.
Ball 1.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Pitch is in there, and the count 2-1. Just missed. The 3-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That was blasted to the moon. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks.
Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford. 2 on, 1 out. Grounder might be 2. Random to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. The pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
And that's the first out.
Very frustrating, right?
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Joe Random now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. In the air, left side. Kwan makes the grab for the second out. Brandon, certainly not the reason they lost this game.
No question. He was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort at the plate, even in defeat.
First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, Adrian.
Joe Brandon stepping in for the Rangers. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. That's his 5th homer of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. So the streak stays alive.
Now batting, designated hitter, Joe Brandon.
Ball one there.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Out in front and foul to the left side. The Rangers trying to break this one open here at the top of the second. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run.
Power versus power right there.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, these Rangers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Here comes a pitch. Double play ball to second. Horvat. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2.
That's a much-needed double play right there. It gives them a really good shot at minimizing.
Joe Brandon digs in now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Fought off foul. Foul ball. And here it comes. That one ripped. Way back there. See you later.
He's putting on quite the show.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Brandon. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's a ball.
And that's outside. 2-1. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. And that is the inning. Random was a big contributor for them in the win. A special game at the dish with 3 homers.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
4 hours and 17 minutes.
Joe Brandon stepping in for the Rangers. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Everything came together for him. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Throw sails over his head at first.
Oh, it was supposed to be just a simple throw over to first, and it got away from him right there. It's kind of an awkward throwing motion for left-handers because you're usually not stepping right at the base, and that can cause you to fly open with your front side, lose the handle on the throw, and that looked to be the case right there.
Again to first, and again he's back safely. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the finale of this 4-game set. Pickoff throw once again, and this time he gets him, and that'll do it. Bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Mariners, Stephen Kwan. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And he lays down a bunt, and it goes just foul. Righty delivers. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. That's in there. Out to short, Favreau. Throw not in time, and he's safe. 1 gone, runner at first. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And that one fouled off. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Kicks and deals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that hits the bag. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking.
Whips it across, and that will end the... Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Jason Dominguez. First pitch swinging. Dominguez in his 6th season, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the 0-2. Got it by him for the K.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Second inning here, no score. Hit hard, that gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now for Seattle, Bob Pittman.
The first baseman, Bob Pittman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the right-hander deals on the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Number 20 swings through it for strike 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Popped up. Brings it in. 2 down. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Caught looking his first time up. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Next one misses, and now 2-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And he takes a strike. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there.
Get a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 on, 2 outs, and that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Magical in the box, lays off for ball 1. And fouled off. Ford, the runner at third. Pittman over at second. Kwan at first. 2 out of the inning. Fought off foul. Righty to the plate. And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there. Back in Seattle as we go to the last of the third. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And there's a ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. Gunnar Henderson up next for the Mariners. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Still tied at 0, last of the third. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 out. Now here's Nolan Jones. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Two outs. Got him swinging. On to the fourth. Now here's the Rangers DH, Joe Random. Popped up. Henderson under it. 1 away. Bottom of the inning. And now the DH, Jason Dominguez. Clips the corner. 0-1.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th.
Yo, you want to see something cool? No? Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Live from Arlington, Texas. We've got a perfect night for baseball. Man at first, Joe Random stepping in for the Rangers. One of the elite home run hitters in the league this year. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Drops into the glove. And we're back, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now here is Joe Random. Manoah back to work. And that one hammered back there. Forget it.
So many times a sinker inside.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Leading off, Joe Random. The pitch. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Now it's the power speed combo, Joe Random. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. And a foul ball.
Well, these Rangers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate or swings at pitches outside the zone is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Next offering is in for a strike.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Chris, you look at it, these are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups, but it's also for that marginal reliever that was on the
Random had a sensational showing in the win, and 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Oh, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor.
In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine.
Base hit into the outfield. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki.
Back.
Move to first. Random back in on a dive.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Another throw over. And they're keeping him close. And that's the second disengagement now. Seager, the lead runner at second. Random over at first with 1 away. Again to first. And this time he gets him. Random, a slugging first baseman, 23 years old, and he's driven in double digits. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone.
Welcome to the game.
So 2 down, and now for the Jays, Trevor Larnach. 2 outs. On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond. 3rd out, and that ends the front. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. Home run number 50 on the year. And they boost their lead. Runner at first, 2 away. Next to bat, the Texas cleanup hitter, Joe Random. That one at 95, missed up top, ball 1. Right through there for a strike. 2 runs across in the inning here in the 2nd game of the series. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Bangs off the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the... Back at Globe Life Field. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Joe Random. This one smoked out to left. And there's one down.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
3 hours and 57 minutes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it, and that is out number 3. And that's outside. Ball 1. The Rangers down by a pair here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That one is absolutely belted. That's going back. Back some more. Out of here.
His bat looks like it's...
Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A massive home run. His 52nd home run of the season. And the Rangers take the lead. So next to hit for Texas, Joe Random. This guy with light tower power. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he's
got him. And that is the inning. Man at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Gonzalez. And now the lefty. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Seager to second. And that's 2.
This was pure domination at home. Huge sweep. And now you go on the road. The flight's going to be very enjoyable. Get into the next.